Quando Rondo officially facing life in prison after this. Court footage. Looks like Quando Rondo just got locked up for good. All the karma has just struck this rapper. Rondo was flaunting in an IG live that he had possession of a firearm. The thing is, Rondo isn't allowed to be in possession of one, so once the media started to buzz, police found out. I guess you know how this works by now. With the firearm charge, he's also in possession of illegal contraband, and that's what sealed the deal for Rondo's case. Welcome to Lime Report. Today, we'll be telling you everything you need to know about this situation, one detail at a time. So be sure to pay close attention. Before we get into this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword Quando for a chance at our giveaway. Now, back to the video. Seems like Dirk doesn't have to call a hit on Rondo because he's now being put on trial for a 25 to life. With the passing of King Von, Rondo was one of the top suspects in the case, so law enforcement was keeping a close eye on him. And once he said what he said on his IG live, he pretty much imprisoned himself. Rondo hasn't been the cleanest person in the past, as all these rappers have some sort of connection between illegal firearms or contraband. This is normal in the community. Many rappers face these types of charges, so once the news dropped, it wasn't that shocking and no one seemed to care. Rondo has caused so much drama in the past month, and with his crew being in charge of Von's passing, he lost all the respect from the community. Going from innocent to guilty, he's been very bipolar with this whole situation. Quando Rondo has put himself in a bad situation. With facing recent charges, this won't look so good. Not just himself, but most of his crew now have a bounty from Atlanta police after multiple members were swinging their firearms in the air. Although it seems Rondo and his crew knew they were getting in trouble one way or another, because in Rondo's last song, End of Story, he said many things about Lil Tim murdering 4 other times. Now you can bet Lil Tim is gonna face a high crime charge with the news that got leaked. At least he'll be stuck there with Rondo. Quando Rondo just seems to make every situation he gets himself into worse. First with Von, and then exposing his best friend. It just gets worse and worse every time. Rondo really doesn't have respect for brotherhood. People hate on 6ix9ine for snitching, but the finger should be pointed in the other direction. This is worse than what he did in our eyes. That's a brother, and to go behind his back like that and try to compliment him, that is messed up. With Lil Tim facing the charges for Von's passing, all of Chicago seems to have their eye on someone, that being Youngboy, who started all the beef and always tried to cause problems with many of the members of OTF and O Block. Youngboy seems to not fear any of the threats that were being thrown his way. As if he was used to this, he threw it all to the side. Surprisingly, Youngboy didn't take the chance to beef back with all the other rappers coming his way. The drill rappers are down for causing some problems right now. Not just them, but all of the fans that seem to be hurt from everything that went down. Rondo had to disable comments throughout his whole Instagram account after King Von fans raided his comment section, threatening him and his family. That caused Rondo to disappear from the internet for a week and came back right when his first show of 2020 got canceled. Quando wasn't looking to start beef the night of Von's passing. While he was napping in a car, Von's crew seemed to pull up out of nowhere, and everything from then on seemed to be tensed. Von approached Rondo after he exited the car and started throwing hands until Lil Tim came out from behind the car and fired 2 shots, one hitting Von, the other his manager. After they were fired, it seemed Rondo jumped onto Von, shielding him from any bullets coming his way. All we know is that after this all went down, a video surfaced on social media with Quando Rondo carrying Lil Tim after he also got hit, repeating multiple times, "Stay up, cuzzo, keep breathing." That night was just a whole mess. We lost a legend, and then the community seemed to be split. It truly doesn't feel the same anymore. Let us know in the comment section if you think Quando Rondo was behind the passing of King Von's death. Everything seems too weird to be an incident. After Rondo released his song, it sounds like he set Von up. Rondo's live that got him in the whole mess caused a lot of trouble, with cops already being on him, canceling the show with him being such a high threat. After Dirk supposedly bought out every seat from his last shows, law enforcement had to take action into their own hands. Rondo seemed very bummed after it all happened, pulling out his bulletproof vest and telling the live, "I was ready for them, they wasn't go do nothing." Sounds a bit too happy for somebody who has $1 million on their head, but knowing these guys from Chicago, that vest wasn't gonna stop much. Do you think Quando Rondo will end up facing a life sentence or be a free man? That's all we got for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in till the end. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment keyword Quando for a chance at winning our giveaway. See you next time on Lime Report.
Last time you interviewed me, I was 17. You know how many close partners I had got killed?
How many at this point since then?
Man, I done had about 4 or 5 partners get killed from gun violence.
That's a lot.
I done had about 4 or 5 more partners go to jail for murder.
That's a lot also.
I And then I had partners, and I had about 4 or 5 partners, and I went to jail, and like all of them got 10 to 15 years. Feel me?